Welcome back, everybody. As you can see here, that we have the Luxe Twin Shelter Twin Peaks System tent. It's a four-season tent with stove jack installed, and over the next couple hours, we're going to put this thing together and get ready for a camping adventure. Okay, here's the instructions that we're sent with the tent. We have to cut two poles at 160 centimeters, which I believe that is just about 5'3". And then we have to tension down a bunch of things, and I'll tell you what, this thing definitely has some serious tie down points, but this should be pretty interesting. So stand by, we'll have a little fun here. Got a good bit of wind out here. The temperatures are really beginning to fall. We're gonna have another rainy day tomorrow, so hopefully get some stuff done. This particular Luxe tent comes with the stove jack already installed, so we get a good chance to use that DIY stove that we built out of an old Craftsman toolbox. Once the thing's fully put up, it's almost 16 feet to 17 feet long, 18 feet wide. It's got a couple doors on the end and a main door in the center. And you got your bug netting and everything. This particular model, I didn't buy the tent insert, so we might do that next year, but we already got some stuff that would keep us safe from the bugs. Well, instead of using metal poles or wood poles, I decided to use some Schedule 40 1-inch PVC pipe. It seems like it's got plenty of strength to it, and these are for the two end points to make the Twin Peaks. The instructions say that we can also use a 190 centimeter pole for the awning assembly for this thing, but that's a little ahead of the game, so we'll just stick with this right now. Another really good idea, it says in instructions here, is to make sure that the points that you want that will go up against the top of the tent, you want to blunt them out. You never want a sharp thing that'll pierce them, and that's a good idea. You know, have it all ready to go before you actually install it. Well, here we are cooking a couple of brats using the German Esprit tabs. Really do generate a good bit of heat, so pretty cool. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back, Dave here. We've had like 3 or 4 straight days of heavy rain here in Virginia, so kind of camping out right now, hot tent and anything is pretty much out of the question. We got standing water pretty much everywhere. So today I've decided we're going to work on this hot tent stove, and it's a DIY project, and I'm sure the ideas of how to do this are just as varied as places to go hiking and camping at. I mean, when it comes to these kinds of things, you can either buy or build. When it comes to building, oh, I'm sure you guys have definitely come up with some serious ideas. Everything from stainless steel to this is an old Craftsman toolbox to ammo cans and everything else. I really look forward to seeing exactly some of the other ideas that you guys have come up with. So let me know how y'all did it. But this is an old Craftsman toolbox that's been sitting in the shed now for, I guess, 15, 20 years. And I decided I was going to use it, and just tried to buy these stoves for these hot tents. So I'm sure all of y'all probably know it can get a little expensive. But we'll work things out and see how things go. And like I said, let me know how you worked on it. I have decided to use some of these 6-inch hose clamps to make it where the stack won't slide too far down in there, and then clamp things around it where it'll make it sturdy and steady. Because the higher you get that vent pipe, it's wiggle in the air. You have to really stake it down. So we'll see how this works. Yeah, I think this is going pretty good. Yeah, as you guys know, that when you try to piecemeal things together from the shed and the garage and stuff like that. There's always some cutting and banging and all that kind of stuff. And your hammer seems to be your best friend sometimes, but yeah, I think this will work. So. Yeah, let me know in the comments how you feel and some of your ideas about how to do this and stuff. Because I'm open to any and all suggestions and see how everybody did it and everything. About the cheapest small stove I could find was at the K&I stoves from Canada. They were like $165, and you don't want to put something really big in these Luxe tents because it's just not a good idea. Too easy to catch fire, too big of a hazard. Yeah, so you have to cut this off, but I think this will be really sturdy once we get everything all put together. So how many of you actually have tried something like this? Kind of really interesting to hear your experiences. Did it work? First 2 times that I fired this thing up, it really grew well. Biggest problem was making sure that everything was as tight as you possibly can get it, and pretty much what I ended up doing was just, you know. Okay, I believe this will keep you from sliding back down in that toolbox or heater, stove, whatever you want to call it. I'll trim these hose clamps up so they're not so sticking out so much, and we'll see how this works. One of the neat ways I like using this old Craftsman toolbox is you can see the latches here. You can actually open them up, pivot the lid open, and get in there and clean and make any corrections or adjustments that you want to. So it's a pretty neat idea. And like I said, we've had this thing fired up at least twice, and it drew really good. But the biggest problem was there was some smoke that escaped right where the pipe connected with the larger, taller pipe. And we corrected that problem by just cutting the ends off of soup cans, and then cutting the soup can right down the middle, and then attaching it, wrapping it around the join section, and then using hose clamps. So it really came out good, and we'll give this a test if it ever dries out up here, in eastern Virginia. I guess I shouldn't complain. Everybody north of us got 2 foot of snow, so I should be quiet. Yeah, I managed to get the grate suspended off the bottom of the toolbox by about a ½ inch. This is an old little small grill that I managed to just cut down to size, and the piece of metal in there are just 2 old drain caps that weren't being used, so we decided to use them just like this, and it's worked out quite well. Well, you can see that the area on the property that we normally use to set up tents and test things, it's just it's under 3-4 inches of water, and we got more weather coming in a couple of days, so it doesn't look particularly promising. Probably is going to have to wait till it gets really stone cold, get us some snow to give the Luxe Twin Peaks tent a good workout in our DIY stove. So let's hope everything works out and we can get this done. Okay, everybody, I'd like to wrap this video up and wish everybody good health, and y'all take care of yourselves, and happy holidays, and hopefully the weather will cooperate here in the next little bit, that we can get some hot tent activities going, and get this DIY stove and have a little fun, man. It's just 2020 has been one of those years that I can't wait for 2021 to get here, and perhaps maybe we'll actually have a pleasant time. I don't know. So anyway, happy hiking, happy camping, Be safe, everybody.